Why SpongeBob Season 12 was the worst show ever. Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Laffy Tunes. SpongeBob Season 12 is retarded and perhaps the worst seasons of this iconic cartoon show. In this video, we'll be taking a look at SpongeBob Season 13 and taking a look at why this season is the worst among all of the season. Stay tuned. Now people really love SpongeBob and know when a season is really bad. Season 6 to 11 of SpongeBob SquarePants was really good and had a good running. Unfortunately, it had to be ruined by a garbage season, that is Season 12. Something about Season 12 was really getting on people's nerves and many complained that it was boring. Now, if this is your favorite show of all time and you hated Season 12, we feel bad for you. But what makes Season 12 so bad? Let's find out. Resolution. The more you watch Season 2, the more you realize there's barely any resolutions. Now, a resolution in a storytelling is a part of the story's plot where the main problem is resolved and worked out. But this shows almost nowhere in this whole season. Let's take the episode Sandy's Naughty Nieces for an example. There was nothing as a resolution in this episode at all. There wasn't even a second arc of the new characters. Usually when a new character appears in SpongeBob, there's usually an arc at the end of the episode. Sometimes even the main character have an arc. But in this episode, Sandy's Nieces starts off as brats and then ends like a brat. It doesn't feel like there's any resolutions. This episode would have been much better if these characters would have arcs and would turn out to be nice. But they didn't. It seemed like the people who wrote these episodes aren't professional writers. Lack of relatability. Another reason why Season 12 feels boring and empty is a strong lack of relatability. Now, just sit for a moment and think about all of your favorite SpongeBob episodes. They all are relatable in some way, even when you haven't been in the characters' positions before. You can still put yourself in their shoes. Even some of the recent modern seasons have some things that are relatable, but Season 12 lacks any. SpongeBob is for kids? Now, SpongeBob being for kids is a question up for debate. Many people might say it's for kids, while others will argue that it is not. But regardless of your opinions on this point, the old seasons of the show were enjoyable by everyone, from the kids to the elderly. It was a show for the whole family to sit together and enjoy. But Season 12 has these worlds that go through in almost every single episode. The locations in SpongeBob have to be these: the Krusty Krab, Sandy's Tree Dome, and the Chump Bucket, SpongeBob Neighborhood, Glove World, and Mr. Krabs' house. And sure, episodes like Rock Bottom are always good, and that's not obviously Bikini Bottom. The whole episode is relatable: people stealing stuff, people cutting in line, and people ripping you off. Just little things like that can make an episode great. In most of the scenarios you haven't been in before, but you can still put your feet in SpongeBob positions. But in Season 12, the main characters are moving to different worlds we can't relate to. They all try to be abstract in one episode and it just doesn't work out. The worst episode. The whole season had some really bad episodes, but one episode stood out in particular. Take for example, SpongeBob Big Birthday Blowout is one of the most random and worst episodes on the show. This was also Steve Hillenburg's Dedications episode. This episode was perhaps the worst written, and had it been a little better written, it could have been a great episode. But we all know it wasn't written correctly. There are far too many random context scenes in this episode, which ruin it for us all. There is one scene in this episode where a bean guy shoots beans at people for some reason. The bean guy is loved by many for some reason. But that's not all. The bean guy asks a girl for her favorite bean, and the response is something we can't wrap our heads around. She replies, strawberry beans. There are a lot of other random stuffs in the episodes that makes no sense. But the live-action cast of SpongeBob's, and if you thought the live-action episodes were good, you are wrong. The character Sandy is really off in these episodes, and ever since Season 11, Sandy began to develop into an over-the-top competitive persona. But in this season, she's just a jerk. The live-action experience isn't really a great deal because they try to add the same animations that is in the cartoon SpongeBob to the live-action SpongeBob. That just doesn't work out. The overall writing of the Season 12 episodes are so bad that it looks like the writer lost all interest in writing the episodes for Season 12 after so many years. Anyway, that's all we can think about the bad in Season 12 of SpongeBob. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.